ASAP Rocky is officially a free man. He is not guilty. It looks like Riri showing up that last day of court with the two kids had the jury saying, "Oh, we can't send this mofo to jail." Y'all, what am I talking about? ASAP Rocky was found not guilty of all charges.
California versus Joaquin Mayers, case number BA 508142-01. We, the jury in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Joaquin Mayers, not guilty of the
Now get the audience. Or you can now get the audience.
Hold down, hold down. Verdict has to be read on count. Yes, sir. Repeat again. We, the jury, above entitled actions, find the defendant, Joaquin Mayers, not guilty of the semi-automatic firearm in violation of Penal Code Section 245.
And you know what, guys? Did we not say it from the front? Did we not say it in the middle? And are we not saying it on the back? The DA did not have a case. Relly was the worst witness ever. ASAP Rocky is lovable. ASAP Rocky got Rihanna as a husband playing family. ASAP Rocky got too much to lose. And at the end of the day, the DA has no one to blame but themselves. I will say, and I've always said this, charges should have never been brought up against ASAP Rocky. Think about it. ASAP Relly, just to rewind through all this, ASAP Relly said that Rocky had banged him in the hand. When you saw the images of the bruise, his knuckles were skinned almost like he punched a wall. Tell me where in this world, even in a Superman comic book, can your knuckles be grazed on the straight line? And when I say grazed, I mean the lightest use of the word grazed. It was literally, I've seen paper cuts that were deeper. Then he gets on stand. He gets caught in lies. He got exposed for erasing texts. He said, "Oh my God, I didn't want any beef with Rocky. I just knew it'd be the last time." Yeah. You erased all of the messages you sent him when you were like, "Yo, come at me. Where you at? When you were being the aggressor. Yes, I did think it was a mistake that ASAP Rocky admitted that he did have a bang that he claimed was a prop gun, but I guess ASAP Rocky showed honesty is always the right policy because he admitted that. But he said, "But I never shot him. It's impossible I shot him. I carry a prop gun around. It cannot hurt a fly. Please, you have to believe me." And it looks like the jury did. Then the police, when they were conducting an investigation, they found no evidence at all except for Relly's word. However, they even searched the scene for shell casings. They could not find one shell casing. Relly didn't even report this to the police until 3 days later. He never went to the hospital. When the police said, "Yo, it's not that we don't believe you, it's just that we kind of can't find the shell casings," ASAP Relly said, "Oh, all right, bet." And he sent one of his female employees. That's another thing. ASAP Relly low-key was exposed as maybe being a PIMP, but he sent one of his female workers to her street where she works, something like that, to go look for evidence. They both looked around. They found shell casings that 7 police officers searching for a whole day couldn't. Then brought the shell casings to the police officers. The prosecutors still admitted that into evidence. They then got the forensics expert admitted at the last minute to be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, it was shot from this gun, but it could have been any gun." But speaking of the gun, you guys don't remember when ASAP Rocky and Rihanna were flying in from Barbados to celebrate their baby shower for their first son, and the police stormed the plane. Rihanna was heavily pregnant. Some people said that she was so upset she might have gone into she didn't go into early labor, but she was that upset people were worried that she was going to go into early labor. They arrested him. They then, remember when TMZ was out there because the DA called TMZ to tape it all, where they literally swarmed this house and they were carrying out boxes of evidence and they were like, yeah, we found guns. You going down, you going down. And then ASAP's lawyer showed up on the scene and was like, he has permits for every single one of these guns and they're all accounted for. What are you doing? And then TMZ had to walk it back and be like, oh, okay, so yeah, firearms were found, but they were all registered and none of them seemed to have been used in whatever ASAP Rally was saying. There was numerous text messages where ASAP Rally um was extorting. Well, he wasn't extorting, but it seemed like he had an extortion plan. Nobody trusted him. Nobody liked him. The biggest shocker of this case is ASAP Rally was exposed as being the biggest hater of all time. I don't think since Judas has there been a bigger hater. Again, he seemed insanely jealous that Rocky, someone he thought was always like a peer group, at any time, Relly might have actually, when they were younger, been a little bit more popular, right? Um, but someone that he firmly thought, okay, you're my peer, literally start to outgrow him. You know, ASAP Rocky is a darling of the fashion industry, very talented man, right? So he always thought that they were like on the same page. And he started to get jealous as ASAP Rocky started to grow. But even when he was over in Paris, he would take the whole gang with him. It wasn't until he fell in love with Rihanna that that jealousy looked like, to me at least, that it really overflowed. That is when ASAP Relly just thought, how can one person have so many blessings? You are, uh, you're in love with Rihanna. Rihanna's in love with you. She's having your child. She's expanding your horizons. And again, it's not like ASAP Rocky is a bum, but Rihanna had him in new, bigger rooms. Together, they became a power couple. Everybody loves to see a couple in love, a young family. Baby, I know I do, right? His jealousy kept boiling over to the fact of he's the one that planted those rumors that ASAP Rocky was cheating on Rihanna with a friend that Amina, the shoe designer. I forget her last name, but he planted the rumors that Rocky was cheating with her. Here's the thing, there was no truth to the rumors. He was just intent. ASAP Relly was intent on bringing up Rihanna and ASAP Rocky by any means necessary. Maybe he really wanted Rihanna, or maybe he was just jealous and felt like Rocky didn't deserve any of the good things that the universe had blessed him with. This man went out of his way to destroy a young family. This man, with his greed, with his lies, with his ego, and they've been confirmed to be lies by the state of California. You literally almost sent an innocent man who has two young boys to jail for 24 years, all because he wouldn't pay your shakedown. Let's also not forget, it just popped in my head, ASAP Relly and his lies about the bang bang. ASAP Rocky in court was like, yo, I had a prop gun. I didn't shoot anything, mate. And they're like, okay, who shot it? This is the DA. So ASAP Rocky is like, why don't you talk to Relly? Because he got that gun. Maybe maybe he did it himself and then punch the concrete wall just to get a little graze up. So ASAP Relly was like, okay, yeah, maybe I have a gun like that. But you know what? It was I left that gun in New York. And then they showed a picture of a shooting range. And ASAP Relly was like, oh, that's right. I left it in Miami. So you know what? Joke's on you. Even though I do have a gun that matches the exact make and model that the shell casings that I found that the police couldn't find, but me and my female employee found, you can't say anything because that gun was left in Miami. Well, the prosecutor, I'm sorry, ASAP Rocky's attorneys then put it on the Jumbotron, the Summer Jam screen, that the pictures of him at a shooting range. So ASAP Relly was like, oh, that's right, that's right. That shooting range was in Jersey. The shooting range was in Jersey. Same difference. And then they went and they proved that it was a shooting range in California. And it was a day or two before the actual shooting. You guys, um this was really bad, right? um Listen, I will say one thing. Shout out to Rocky, and I'm going to leave you guys with this again just on repeat. This was such a sweet moment when the verdict was read. ASAP Rocky literally leapt over the railing to hug Rihanna. Listen, We love to see a family stay together. We love to see lovers reunited. I know Rihanna better not come out with another baby next year because we are waiting for an album. But you know what? Love is love. Go ahead and make that baby. An album can wait, love cannot. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I will say this, I am so happy that all these wannabe negative Nancy's have egg on their face, right? Because there are certain people that were so hateful during the whole trial. And you could tell the people that were reporting that were friends with the DA, right? That they were friends with the DA that tried the case because certain reporters, they were basically the DA's mouthpiece, and they were acting like they knew for certain that he was guilty and going to jail. Baby, yeah, shout out to ASAP Rocky. I'm glad justice actually did their thing. And shout out to someone who has been largely, well, I would say largely unproblematic. I do remember his red lipstick statements about dark-skinned women. So, but maybe he's grown since then. At the very least, he ain't a Diddy walking around on these streets. So shout out to ASAP Rocky. May he continue to learn, grow, and be happy with the love of his life. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.
California versus Joaquin Mayers, case number BA 508142-01. We, the jury in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Joaquin Mayers, not guilty of the
Now against the audience. Or you can get the audience.
Hold down, hold down. Verdict has to be read on count. Yes, repeat again. We, the jury, above entitled action, find the defendant, Joaquin Mayers, not guilty of the semi-automatic firearm in violation of Penal Code Section 245.